What's up, everybody? Danger Rock here. Today we're looking at Marvel Studios' The Infinity Saga Thor action figure. This is a Marvel Legends. This is the representation of Thor from Thor the Dark World. Before we take a look at the figure itself, we're going to take a look at his packaging. Up here we got Marvel Studios, Thor the Dark World, Legends, Infinity Saga, Hasbro logo, the Avengers logo right here. We get a really nice shot of some of the characters on the side here. We take a look at the back. We got a read-up of the character. If you want to read it, pause it now. And we get this really nice movie poster from Thor the Dark World on the back, so that's really cool. Same artwork on the other side. At the top it just says Thor, nothing at the bottom. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open this guy up, and what we're going to do is compare him to some other Marvel Legends Thor figures that I have, because this figure here looks really good. So let's get him out of the packaging. And start with this hammer. We got some interchangeable hands. We got an interchangeable head. So here is the God of Thunder himself, Thor. Now, before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at some of his accessories. So it looks like what we have here is an interchangeable Thor head. That looks really cool. We've got two gripping hands, it looks like. And of course, what would the Thor figure be without his hammer right here, Mjolnir? So, setting aside his accessories, let's take a look at Thor himself. And I really think Hasbro killed it with this face sculpt. It looks really nice, looks very reminiscent from the films. What's really cool is this figure's got lots of detail. Like if we look at his vest right here, I like the way they included this gray, fish scale armor right here on his arms. It's really nice. And they did a really nice dark texture here with the gold, I should say, medallions on his vest mixed in with the gray here. Looks really good. Another thing I really like about it is the texture of red they used in the cape. I really like how you can see all the wrinkles on this cape. Like if you look at them from the back side, this to me looks like a really realistic looking figure. And this figure has lots of articulation. You can't really, I guess you could rotate his head a full 360. It's just kind of hard to do because of his hair right there, but it'll just go right back into place. His arms can move in and out. He has shoulder swivels. He has elbow articulation. His wrist fully swivel. He has an ab crunch that could go that far in, that far back. What's really cool is that his ab movement isn't limited to his cape. He has calf rotation. His legs can kick outward that far. They could kick backward that far. His knees bend. And he does have foot articulation. So that's really cool that he has bendable feet. So what we should do now is let's swap out his head with his other head and see how it looks. Snap it in place. Here it looks like he's doing a happy expression. So that's really cool. Now let's swap out some of his arms. Let's see how he looks with his gripping hands. What we could do is, we can't really fit his hammer in this hand, but this is just how his gripping hands would look. Now let's swap them out so we could put his, pose him with his hammer. So what's cool is, I guess it would just port right into his hand here. Yep, just like that. Let's see, can we have him carry it from his sides? Let's see if this will port right in there. It does, but it kind of looks silly if he holds it like that. So what we'll do is we'll put the hammer right in his hands like that. Have him standing like that, so if we move him around, it won't fall. There you go. There's Thor with this hammer. Now, what we're gonna do now is change his face sculpt back to his other head sculpt. I think his other head sculpt looked better. There we go. So what we can do now is we can compare him to some other Thors that I have. So setting this guy right here in the middle. Here we have the previous release of this figure. Here we got Thor the Dark World that came in what is it called? Lady Sif 2-pack. You could see his face sculpt is kind of similar but completely different. It looks like Hasbro really updated the molds for this. And the yellow on this figure is completely different. His cape and everything kind of looks pretty much the same. Let's take a look at both figures from the back. Both these figures are really great. They both have really good detail. And what we're going to do is, see if I could get this out of his hand. Here's the previous Thor hammer compared to the new Thor hammer that we got. And it seems to me the newer one looks a bit more realistic. As you can see, the texturing in the silver is completely different. I love the way they did it with this one too. I just feel like they did a better job here of like carving it. I should say we got the really nice silver to it that looks really realistic. And now let's stand these two guys up so we could do another comparison. So what we're going to do is set both Thors aside so we could bring in one of my favorite Thor figures, Comic Thor, which this is actually the Diamond Select version. What we could do for a real comparison is we'll put our new Thor in the middle right here and take a look at each one of these side by side. Now, you're gonna ask me which one's my favorite. I would probably go with the newest released one that we just got right here, because I like his face sculpting colors here a lot more. I feel like here they're a bit lighter. I really like how this Diamond Select, even though he's a larger scale figure, how he just has this ginormous cape. So that's really nice that we have that. And of course the difference in the hammers is all different. So let's put this hammer back here in this guy's hands. Of course, what you have to do is like have him grip around it from there if you want him to hold it like that. So you could have him hold it like that. Or for this one, since his gripping hand is a lot different, you can have him hold it like that. So that's really cool. This is a really nice Thor figure. This is probably my favorite Thor in my collection. So this has been my review of the Marvel Studios, the Infinity Saga Thor. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this figure. I think he's great, and I couldn't recommend him enough. And if you like this video, please leave a like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And once we reach 1,000 subscribers on this channel, I will be doing a full collection video, so stay tuned for that. I look forward from hearing from you guys in the comments which Thor figure is your favorite, which one do you use for your display. This one I'm definitely going to use for my display because he's great. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the next video review.